Insects in the walls. You get them every year. You can't figure out why. We're going to solve that problem, and we're going to tell you how to do it. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, Craig, howtopest.com. If you've never been to this channel before, guys, and don't know what it's about, I'm going to tell you right now. This is where we highlight professional grade products, and then we show you DIYers how to use them. If that's something that's of interest to you guys, hit that subscribe button down below, and these videos come out multiple times a week. Also, guys, we are going to throw links up in the channel during the video, and you can direct order by punching on those links. Guys, it's YouTube shopping, and it couldn't be any easier. So if you see a product you like, just hit that button. But hey, without any further ado, let's get into today's video. Welcome back to the channel, Craig, howtopest.com. That's right, today's video, we are talking insects in the wall. Every year you get those insects, they're coming out of areas of the wall. You can't figure out why. You've treated the outside, but they're still coming, and they come back every year. We're talking those roaches, we're talking ants, we're talking earwigs, whatever the insect may be. I'm going to show you today how to get rid of those. Guys, you have probably heard of fuel injectors. You have probably heard of turkey injectors, meat injectors, but have you heard of wall injectors? That's right, these little bad boys right here. These are wall injectors. And what the heck are they, Craig? Well, Craig's going to tell you right now. These wall injectors are going to be inserted into drywall in your house to be able to allow you to apply insecticides directly in the wall. Another benefit of these, you're going to put the insecticide inside the wall instead of putting it on the perimeter of your home. So, a little safer option. But how do you use these bad boys? What do you need to install them? Let's get into it. Guys, the first thing you're going to need is a 3/8" drill bit right here. You are going to need a handy drill, once again right here. And then I probably would have some gloves on. Not necessary, but if you want, put some gloves on, maybe some goggles for debris when you are doing the drilling into the drywall. And last but not least, you just need to bring it home, a hammer right here. Guys, so what you're going to do, here's your wall. Most walls are going to be 16 inches apart, or they're going to be 24 inches apart. It just depends on how they built your home. So what you're going to need to do, oh, there's one more thing, and I should have had it out here for you. Those of you that are having a hard time finding that first stud, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Wait, did you find him? Okay, that first stud in the wall, you're going to need a stud finder. We'll give you a link right here to get a fantastic stud finder, guys, if you need one of those. But it's not a necessity. It just makes it a little easier for you. Find that first stud and then go over to about the middle. Remember, 16 inches. So they're 16 inches off center. You don't have to be exactly in the center of the wall, but that's where you're going to put these little wall injectors, the things we just talked about right here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put these in various sections. Now, understand wall injectors are not going to be something you're just going to put out in your living room and have these things all over. These are typically going to be put in inconspicuous spots, like under sinks, inside cabinets, things like that. But you're going to find that void in the drywall. Now, understand interior walls are most of the time not going to have insulation. And that's a good thing, because you're going to put this in, and then when you put that insecticide of choice in there, it's just going to go in there and fill that void up, giving you that protection. So when those insects do come back, they're going to get the insecticide on them before they have a chance to get into your home, into your casa. So under the sink, let's say, what you're going to do is you're going to find that center point. And then you are going to drill that hole. And what I wanted to do, I wanted to give you guys an example from start to finish right here. It's really simple. You get the gist of it. But this is what it's going to look like. I didn't have drywall here. I just had a little backing board. So drywall is going to puncture a lot easier. Now understand, with drywall, you don't even need a drill sometimes. If you have a Phillips screwdriver that is about the size of a 3-inch drill bit, then you can go ahead and just put that right there, twist a little bit, hit it with your hand, and it'll puncture that hole for you. But a cleaner way to do that is to use the drill. Now, if you can see right here, I have already put a wall injector in. This is what they look like once they are installed in the wall. Now you can see the cap is on that. Now when you need to put insecticide in, you just pop the cap off like that. And then when you're done, you just put the cap, let's see here, back in place. You heard that snap. And you are good to go for the next time that you need to put insecticide in the wall without drilling new holes all the time. That's what's fantastic about these wall injectors. There are so many people out there that just have this situation year after year after year. Well, if you put a wall injector to the wall, you put a little insecticide in there, it's going to wipe them out and give you that protection. Now, let's get into putting one of these in real quick for you. So you take your drill bit, you just put it in your drill, tighten it down, and this is simulated. Now you can see these are nowhere near 16 inches, not even close to 24, but I'm just giving you the simulation of how you would do this. So you're gonna come up here, you're gonna find about the center, and that's what we're gonna do. Let's see if I can do this sideways for you guys, or maybe even this way. And you're just gonna, you're just gonna drill the hole. Like so. Now remember, drywall is gonna be a lot easier than doing this, okay? Now you have your hole. What you do is you take your wall injector, you put it right there, you push, sometimes it'll push, look, it just pushed all the way in, I didn't even need a hammer. Sometimes you won't need that hammer. And then you just snap that cap on, just like so. Now, how many of these wall injectors do you put? Well, it's gonna depend on what you have going on. If you have you have insects coming from one section, and then sometimes they're another section, give yourself a barrier. Go the middle of one stud of wall and go over a couple more. As long as it's inconspicuous, who cares how many holes you drill in there, right? So put a couple in if need be. Go at different levels, because understand, in walls, you are going to have fire blocks. That's basically another stud that goes this way, and they kind of stagger in between walls. So you may have to go above a fire block like this, and you may have to go below a fire block. So you may need a wall injector here, you may need one here. It's just going to depend on your situation. There is no rhyme and reason way of doing this every time. It's not going to be the same every time. Every house is going to vary. Now, when you have the wall injectors, what can you put inside the wall? Well, I brought a couple examples here, guys. Let's pop this cap off right here. This happens to be Striker. Fantastic product, right? Doesn't mean you have to use Striker. I'm just showing you this is a nozzle that fits directly into the wall injector. Do you see that? Can the camera pick that up? See, I'm going in there. So then what you would do is you would just put this in there and you would apply your insecticide. And now you have protection inside the wall. Same thing with dust. If you're going to put a dust in the wall, like a Delta dust, fantastic option for these, because that dust will hold up for like 12 years. It holds up undisturbed in there, and Delta dust holds up well in moisture. So you put the Delta dust tip up there, or your bulb duster tip. If you need a bulb duster, we have those at howtopest.com. Guys, everything in this video, we're gonna have a QR code up here on the side. You can directly punch on that QR code and get this product if it's gonna help you. It's YouTube shopping, and it could not be any simpler, man. Hit the code, get the product. It's that easy. Now, last but not least, I brought a foam. This happens to be, we're not going to put the foam in there. This happens to be Termidor foam. It does not have to be Termidor foam, but same thing. A little hard to hold this at the same time. But you're going to take this, and you're just going to put it right into the hole like that, and you're going to apply your foam. It's going to go in, it's going to fill up the wall. Now, I think I started to talk about this and I got off of it, but understand, interior walls typically do not have insulation. Your exterior walls will have insulation. Does that make a difference? Well, it's not going to allow a dust to go in there and freely flow throughout the void of like an interior wall, but it doesn't matter. The insects are coming through the insulation, up past the insulation, whatever it may be. So you put a dust in there, all they have to do is contract that dust, and then it's going to kill them. And it's going to kill anything else that contracts that dust. It doesn't have to be just the ants. It could be the earwigs. So it's not going to, it basically just kills anything that's in there. It's not going to segregate a certain animal, right? Now, as far as say you were using a Striker and you were putting that up in that void of that wall injector and you sprayed it, well, it's only going to hit that insulated area unless you're able to poke either this through, or you're able to poke the drill bit past the insulation and get behind the backing of the actual wall itself. But just understand, with insulation, it's going to limit where this stuff goes, but it doesn't matter, because if they're going in those sections, they're still going to get whatever's been treated inside that wall. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind, when you drill into walls, you need to know where you're drilling. Make sure you're not drilling and you have a plumbing pipe behind there, and now the insects are the least of your worries because your house is flooded out, okay? So just know where you are drilling. If you don't, get a professional to do it if you're not comfortable with it. But understand, a lot of those interior walls are going to have voids. It's pretty easy to determine where the pipes are and where they are not. Man, wall injectors are just fantastic. How many you put, like I said, is going to be up to your individual situation. They're going to be for out of sight, you know, out of mind type areas, garages, under cabinets, behind, you know, it could be behind like a refrigerator that you pull out because you get ants coming there every year and you need to put one in there, things like that. It's just not going to be sitting right in your living room right next to your TV. It's an eyesore, right? Even though it's very low, I can't think of the word, but I mean, it's low visibility, is what I'm trying to say. You're still not going to put them out like that. It's simply going to be, like I said, out of sight, out of mind. Guys, that is it on wall injectors. Just a great, versatile product, man, for you guys that are getting those insects in the walls. And whatever you put in that wall, whatever that chemical's labeled for, that's what it's going to take care of, and it's going to hold up, and it's inside the wall and not in your house. So maybe something that you're looking for. Guys, we appreciate the thumbs up out there. Thanks for all you subscribers. You make this channel go. Those of you that have not subscribed, we would appreciate it if you do so. Go down, hit that subscribe button, and these videos come out multiple times a week. Craig, howtopest.com.